actually, I think I'm technically kind of on time, but I did start the stream broadcast a little early, so I'm sorry to have kept you guys waiting. But it did me a little bit more time to be able to get the emails sent out and get everything sorted before we got started. So, hey guys, I am Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations, and this is one of our live streams, so there's going to be lots of social babble and different things like that. It's not necessarily going to be the highest quality video stream just because we are streaming from our phone into space, and that just, you know, is what it is. But I do want to thank you guys so much for joining me here. How are y'all doing? Hey Benjamin, hey Skydriver, hey Erica, hey Daphne. Ooh, welcome to Ann Shoemaker. Welcome to the Happy Crafter Club here on YouTube. She joined as a channel member, going on 2 p.m. here. Ooh, right on. Hey Guinea. No pants. Well, I'm wearing some pants pro, but just one pair, so it's reasonable. Hey Witch and Gnome. Wow, it's midnight where you are, Benjamin. Hey Sabea. Okay, let me get my tablet pulled up so that I can see what y'all are saying. Let me actually make sure that I am in live chat instead of top chat. There we go. Making sure I'm in the correct chat as well. Ah, thank you, Michelle. I'm test wearing it. I think I want to put a counterweight in the back to help keep it centered. Ah, hey Rhonda, thank you. Long time no see. Well, hey Jeremy, how have you been? Wonder what we will do today. We are working on just buckets of stuff. Like Randy's doing phenomenally, getting more eyes crafted. What is this dog doing? Millie? Millie? Yeah, I see you, honey. What you doing? I have no idea what she's doing. She also ignores me. I have no idea what she's getting into. She found Z's teeth. Y'all, we're about to have a fist fight, Randy. Can you take Z's teeth away from Millie?
These teeth what?
Millie found Z's teeth.
Yeah.
Can you take him away from her so he doesn't beat her up? Yeah. Sorry, Z loves those teeth. Yvette sent them to Z, like Sam and Z, like 2 or 3 years ago. And they're his favorite toy, and they'd lost them under there. So she's grown a lot, Brooke. Hey, adventures! How are you guys doing? I saw you. Huh? Right? She ran right past you, baby.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that's why I asked you to do it. Otherwise, I would have. I think she's hiding in your half the craft room. And we got a rogue Sasquatch sighting today. Okay, so we are working on. She says, what's so interesting under the drawers? There's no telling. She's just having fun at this point. Her bubble of awareness keeps expanding, and we're just trying to keep up. So, some of the things I'm working on today, on our friend Kit's advising, she was like, you should use UV resin. So I used UV resin on the backs of our eyes, and y'all, it's a game changer. And I really didn't think that I liked UV resin, but let's go using like a lamp with it. I have like the biggest, bestest UV lamp on the planet, well actually in the solar system, outside for free. And so just doing it and then popping it into the sun was like the best. Now I did have some bleed through on these 2 eyes because I was still getting it figured out, but then I did like 20 others. And used up the rest of the UV resin that I had, and y'all, it worked like a charm. There's none of the mixing. I mean, it still stinks to high heaven, but that's why I do it outside. But yeah, I'm really excited. So we're going to be finishing up these Dragonite necklaces that I'm really, really excited about because those are a little large for a circlet for me, but we're also going to be finishing up some on the fly moons. Y'all, look at what I did yesterday. I've been following Oksana's like marquee wrap tutorial, and I've made like a whole box of these. So that's pretty cool. And then I'm going to be showing you guys this again on Monday for the shop update, but this is all the other jewelry I've gotten made this week so far, which is not so bad. And this isn't including any of the Dragoneyes or any of the electroformed stuff that we have going, which I've also got to latex up some electroformed things. So let's go ahead and get this camera flipped around so that I can show you guys. Well, actually, so we can just get right to crafting. Okay. Oh, bugger. I never did do anything with the tripod. Okay, so let's take this and put it like that. There we go. Oh, that is some good water. Okay, staying hydrated, or trying to. Let me mess about with the tripod just a little bit more. There we are. Should stay put. So it does help me tremendously if y'all at me, which highlights my name in like, yes, Kit. Oh my gosh, such a big difference. I am so excited that you've told me about that. Because honestly, I was like, I don't know how she does this. I mean, I know she's a wizard, but still. And then I just like put it on with the bottle. And then like I was completely gloved up, and I did the circle just around the edge to where I'd be contacting the chainmail bezel and the cab. And then like went whoop, and just as quick as anything stuck my gloved hand out in the sun to get it setting. And then I flipped it to let it set on the front as well. And then I flipped it back over, brought it out of the sun, put some more UV resin on there, popped it back, and just sat it on my porch in the sunlight. What you got, little bit? Nope. You're gonna... I don't know where you find this stuff. Oof. Oh, she's so slobbery. Okay, I'm gonna have to go grab some bones for the dogs to keep them occupied, because she's getting into literally everything, and I don't want, like, I gotta give her the opportunity to be a good dog. Come on, Milk. I'm gonna give her and Z each a fresh bone.
She literally just had what?
Yeah, but I think she'll be fresh. Like, not a big stick, but one of the regular ones. Because she's getting underneath all my cabinets and just pulling out, like, remember when we made dice with Maddie 2 years ago? She just found one of the resin planks from that. And I'm like, she needs something, anything to keep her occupied. There we go. Beat me up and took it, Randy.
That's what I do.
Come here, Z. Very cool. Okay, so the doggies have been taken care of. Hopefully that tides them over. So yeah, I need to latex the fronts of these. I tried one with wire wrapping, and it's okay, but I really want to see them electroformed up. So, onk, onk. Onk, onk, coming through. Exactly. Okay, and so this is all I've gotten done today so far. Other than I also got all of these guys wrapped with their copper tape and then glued, which the glue is still drying. Whoopsie. Ooh, but clearly it's still holding. So that's good. We're going to need to make the little charms for those things. We're going to need to chain up those guys. Okay. Woof. That's the glue I'm using. It's just like an E6000 type. Or it's most similar to this stuff. The Beacon Advanced Craft Glue, where it's like, goopy? I don't know. Definitely goopy. Well, hey, Dustin. Hey, Mary. Hi. Hey, Pammy Joe. What are those to the right of you? Over here? These are the project that I had on my workbench for yesterday, which I'm actually going to show you guys how I've been doing my... Hey, Lisa. Ooh, where do you get the dragon scales and jump rings for the chainmail bezels? I really want to try. Dee, we have links down in the video description of that tutorial for the Dragonite scale necklace. But you can also just go to the Ring Lord and search for the rings and stuff on there, because we get just about all of our rings and definitely all of our scales from the ringlord.com. Ooh, right on, Brooke. Okay, so let's see. So we've been working on our Dragonite production. And so this is how far in we are. Like Randy's, like they're not completely assembled, which is why they're not blocked out. But we're done with those ones. So Randy's working on two-tone bezels with silver scales. He is working on color bezels with two-tone scales. He's working on two-tone bezels with colored scales. He's working on silver bezels with two-tone scales. So he's getting all that, and he's done setting all of the eyes in their bezels. Now we're just waiting for more UV resin to arrive from Amazon. Should come in on Monday. But then we've got to work on all the scales and get everything all assembled. So, okay, where is my plan for the month? So this is where I have... Yesterday was the Oksana Marquee wrap. Today is On the Flying Moon. Tomorrow, or later today if I get done with all that other stuff, but really tomorrow, I'm going to be doing rune earrings with rune charms. And then Sunday we are going to be cutting and clasping chains for everything that's been made in the past week, as well as more booth chains. Monday, I'm painting some more eyes for like wire wrapping and stuff, and we're doing 8mm bead rings. Tuesday, I'm going to be shooting a tutorial on mandala fractal wrap necklaces. And then Wednesday, I figured I'd give myself a real easy project and just do eyes set into those store-bought like pre-made bezel trays. Thursday, I'm going to be... Well, actually, I think I was going to swap those because I don't know if I want to do the tutorial on the mandala fractal necklaces or on the clay leaf pendants. I'm going to be trying out some new, like, holographic pigments that I got for the leaves. And then gear fractal eyes, and then we're going to need 2 sand and paint horns, and then I'm going to be working on charm earrings just all day next Sunday. And then, so next live stream, we're going to be wire wrapping eyes onto gears. And then I'm just going to be busting out ear cuffs on Monday. And then Tuesday, we leave for DragonCon. So that is what we've got going on as far as all that stuff goes, which is, I'm pretty excited about, but also a little like, woo, overworked. That's all right, though. Right on, Sacre Blue. Well, thank you for popping by. Okay, let's see if we can... Okay. Should have used the one with the devil horns. Sorry, I'm trying to get some stuff shuffled about so that I can actually read what's on the tablet and have a square inch to work on. I know I should have done this stuff before the live stream started, but here we are. I'm never going to remember that I put that marker in there. Hey, Randy. Next time I ask you where my silver pen is for signing eyes, it's in my cup over here. Like my pen cup.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know because I'll be asking you in like a week. I'll be like, oh, where is it? It's in my pen cup. And if I look at you like you crazy, you can just be like, that's what you told me what to say. Thank you, baby. Oh, goodness. Hawk says, I goofed with my glow-in-the-dark clay this morning. I put it in the oven, let it bake, but forgot to crack the door after I turned the burner off. I have a gas stove, turned my clay yellow, but all's okay. Right on. Well, does it still glow okay? Hey, Tadashi. I'm doing really, really well, actually. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm wondering what on earth this dog's doing. She's underneath the other cabinet now. So first things first, I'm going to set those off to the side. I need to finish wrapping these in copper, and then I'm going to be wrapping these in vintage bronze. What's up, babe?
I thought you closed the door.
Oh, no. I guess not. I'm sorry. But she's just rooting around. Like, I don't know what's her little legs. She's so happy. Like, she's just under there. What you doing, Millie? Did she get her bone stuck?
I don't know. I'm not getting down there to look.
Well, I will.
Oh, don't show the camera.
There is literally nothing under there. Millie, get out of my ears! Oh, you bamboozled me. Oh, you bamboozled me. Okay. Thanks, Randy. Go with Daddy. Okay, back to work.
Come on, Grandma.
Ooh, Jeremy Lindsay says, I am lost as to where to get started selling. Any suggestions from viewers? We're actually going to be doing a video on that. Like, I wrote out the whole, like, well, we're going to be doing a video on how to find, like, craft shows and stuff near you. Oh, that floor. Hey, Tracy says we haven't seen our floor in a month. Well, we're potty training a puppy, so we've been very inclined to keep everything up and away from puppy reach as possible. But I was a little terrified that I was going to look under there and there's going to be, like, parts of dead bodies and, like, all sorts of weird stuff that are like, huh, how'd that get there? So... Oh, the cat thinks he provided a new place to sleep. Oh, it's always fun, isn't it? Amy. Ooh, hey, that... No, I'm not on top chat. I'm on live chat. I'm just very bad at this. For a person who does this stuff for a living, I am very, very bad at it. Is my latex still wet? Yes, it is. That's fantastic. Moist. Says the Randy. Okay, so I'm just using a ball stylus to dip into my latex here because I want to electroform these, but I just want it to build up around the edges and the stone that we've set. So I want to leave the Celtic knotwork that we've got going here. I want to leave that silver. How is there dog hairs in this already? You know, I don't even know why I asked that question. Okay, I'm gonna get some toilet paper. And there's got to be an easier way to do this, but here we are. Ooh, actually a needle tip applicator. Yep. Randy's just in there going, if it's good enough for your butt, it's good enough for your jewelry. Ooh, I know what I want to try. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. Okay, I'm going to take that whole thing out. So I've got a disposable dropper here. Hey, Randy. You were correct. The up sky is here.
Of course.
Ugh. Well, we'll see if this works.
No?
Do you have this?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this didn't work at all like how I wanted it to. Oh, it's all gloppy and thick. And it keeps lifting off. It didn't even pull any up in it. Okay. That sucks. Okay. Literally. Guys, what should I do? Like, how do I do this? Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Do you want to set it in this chair?
If you want.
Or does it look heavy?
It is.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Droma.
Mindy, come on.
Hey, Penny. Put some into a small cup to work with. Ooh, that's a good idea, too. Let me go grab a small cup. Okay, I have now grabbed a small cup and a cheapo dollar store paintbrush because this ruins my paintbrushes like mega. Piping bag out of a baggie. And now there's an Amazon truck.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, babe.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fine.
Front gate's wide open.
Of course it is.
Oh, and I just put my paintbrush in the stuff I was doing. Okay, so I do like...
The running out the door.
Right? So the paintbrush I do think I like better than the ball stylus. Someone has been shopping. We have been getting organza bags for like we're getting last minute stuff for dragons. Is the biggest thing that we've been.
Okay, these are your groove bits.
Excellent. Would you set them by the groover for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
Alright, Grandma, back up.
Yes, we will zoom in. I'm going to try to stay in frame. We'll see how that goes.
Grandma's stuck under the cart again.
No, Grandma. Wait, the big cart?
The tool chests.
Gotcha. Don't want to go in the cart. But yeah, if you poke it too much, it just starts to lift off what you've already applied. Ooh, nice. Laura says I just got a big ball of wood beads from Panda Hall. They're awesome. That's good to hear. I love being pleased with what I've purchased. Like, that's like the best feeling. I got these unks off of AliExpress and have just been sitting on them because I had intended to, well, set a little stone here in the middle. Hey, Anna, how's it going?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, sorry.
And so, but yeah, I wanted to set a stone in the center and then electroform them. Because I think
Do you
that
have any need for these?
No, thank you. I have half a mind to just use some freaking clear nail polish. Whoa, babe. Can we do that later?
I'm almost done.
Okay. That was a high-pitched whistle. Eat. There's another one. Yeah, this is a mess. I'm just gonna do freaking clear nail polish. Cleans up easy though, thank goodness. I gotta go find some clear nail polish, guys. I'll be right back. Do what, hun? I need some clear nail polish. I gotta come.
No, she's pushing it over the vent.
She's got a piece of it. Y'all two have fun. Okay, so again, the whole point of putting this stuff onto the crosses is to keep the copper solution from growing on it. Woof, this stuff is stinky. If y'all can hear that, I'm so sorry. Randy's poking the air out of...
Trying to do it as quietly as possible.
Don't do it quietly, just don't make it make that noise. Because it's horrible.
As quietly as I can do it.
But yeah, I'm just using, this is just a random top coat nail polish. And I don't know if I did that side or not. Probably flood the knot area with UV resin, but I don't know what happens to resin electroform bath. It kind of gets acid etched. And so what I'm going to try to do is do the clear nail polish. I'm going to do the electroform bath. And then I'm going to use nail polish remover to remove the nail polish layer. I'm going to zoom back out just a bit because otherwise it's just super grainy. Oh, really? I'm like hypersensitive to noises of any variety.
That's the last one.
Okay.
Unless there's more in this other box. Oh, I wonder if there's more in the other box.
We'll see, won't we?
Well, let's open it and find out.
Is that from the UPS package?
Yeah.
Gotcha. But no, like just I don't know, like I get really overwhelmed by noises very, very quickly. And so I've actually started traveling with like earplugs. Because like whenever we're setting up our...
Bubbles.
You what, honey?
Dwat, no more bubbles.
Okay. Oof, and this is stinky too. Stinky, stinky nail polish. But it's just temporary. Did I already do that one? Ooh. No, I don't know if I did that one or not. Right on. Hey, Organic. How's it going? Yeah, I'm just using a clear coat to prevent the electroform copper buildup when it's in the bath. Oof, I'm gonna get this fan going a notch higher. So, again, sorry for fan noises. Oh, really? Man, YouTube is really, I'd say hit and miss, but it seems mostly miss here lately. Okay, so we will not be having any tutorials or live streams or shop updates while we are in Atlanta. So I am going to be updating our event calendar. Hey Dee, how's it going? I guess this is where a professional person would plug and be like, if you don't want to have to rely on YouTube notifications, sign up for our free newsletter. We send out emails before all of our live streams and tutorial premieres. And you also get a super sweet 15% off coupon. Yay! Pammy Joe says I use earplugs all the time. Right on. I dig it, man. I've been seeing ads for like fancy, I don't know, they look like grommets you stick in your ears that are supposedly, supposed to help with noise reduction. Oh, did you not, Pro? Well, I hope I sent out the email. Has your spam filter been eating me? Spam filters love me. Hey, CD, how's it going? I have all my notifications turned off. Right on, Pro. Oh, Laura, that's a good question. She says, when you take the nail polish off, won't the remover also remove the metal finish on the cross? I hope not. Like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Because the good news is that it's actually the knot work on these crosses is like textured. So it's not just like a painting bit that, you know, if it gets covered, then it's lost. I just don't want to lose it in the copper buildup because we are doing a much thicker coat of copper buildup in the electroforming bath, and so I just didn't want to lose those details there. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick up on that, but I'm going to set these off to the side, and I'm going to set myself a timer because I think in about 10 minutes I'm going to do a second coat. Well, I'll do it for 25 minutes because that's what time the thing was already set for. Hey, Derry, how's it going? Yes, it's a new puppy. We lost our Sam dog. He passed away shortly after us taking Maddie back home. So like second to last week in July. But in July 1st, there was a puppy curled up under my wheelbarrow that I had thought was the neighbor's, but I had been like seeing it in my backyard and was like, okay. And it was 4th of July weekend, and she was out there with no humans, with all these fireworks going off, and I was like, I don't care whose dog this is. This is a brand stinking new puppy that is left unattended, like loose in the neighborhood, no collar, nothing, on 4th of July weekend. This is my dog now. And we got it worked out, and it is definitely our dog now. So, got that settled with the neighbors without too much of a fuss. It was stressful at the time, but it's done now. We did get some rain, but we had found her and brought her in on the 1st. And I think it had rained like right before the 4th of July. I don't know. It was like a month ago. Yeah. No, it's I feel you on losing your fur baby too, Droma. That's hard. But new puppies definitely have a healing chaos energy about them for sure. So there's Ooh, Jeremy says heading out to Pioneer Days Festival in New Boston, Texas. Wish us luck. Good luck to you. I've heard there's a foam that is moldable and works well in cosplays. Do you know what it's called? Hey, Zacharoni and Cheese. Is it the foam clay? Ooh, Simplicity Patterns on sale. Spent $30 on patterns. Right on, CD. Yeah, I don't know what the brand is, but that's foam clay, and it's pretty cool stuff. It's called C4. Nice. What gauge is the wire on the moon? I'm using 18 gauge. I've wrapped some with 20 gauge, but it's very hard to stabilize the ears. But the 18 gauge I think works best. I was trying to kind of skimp and use 20 gauge to take it easy on my hands. But it takes 2 to 3 times as long because it just doesn't behave. So yeah, 18 gauge is the way to go. Ooh, Pammy Jo says, will you video chat your booth? We will not be. We are on the first floor of DragonCon this year. We're actually, because we thought that whenever you come in the room, we were going to be in that, like, very back corner. So let's pretend like this is the dealer's room. We thought we were going to be in this back corner. We're actually, if you come in the entrance and turn right to the ladies' restrooms, we are, boom, right here. We are those 2 booths, just like, boom, right in the front door. So we are going to be doing nothing but hustling for cash. We are going to be trading jewelry for money all weekend. And hopefully getting to meet some folks and chat and stuff, but it's trying to moderate and juggle chatting on a video chat, like a live stream like this. It's not a good idea. Even at slower shows, as much fun as I have with it at slower shows, not everybody who comes to our booth wants to be on camera, and I don't like making people uncomfortable. So, I mean, I'll get everything on film here in the house, just like for a vlog and stuff. But as soon as other people who did not sign up for being, my camera stuck in their face, I don't want to inflict myself on other people like that. So, yeah, right? Zacharoni and cheese officially wins. Okay, so there's that. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I am going to try to get video of the event. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do that during business hours. Sorry, I am just messing about with the camera. It's exactly what I needed to make another deer antler. Ah, right on. Oh, I'm really glad. We haven't sent out 22 gauge before in our booty boxes, so I'm really glad to hear that you're pleased with that wire size. Ooh, Kit says, do you think 19 will work? Yeah, I'd give it a shot. Ooh, Skydriver says, have you ever gone to a gem show and what do you think of them? It's been a minute. It's been like since pre-COVID since I've been to a gem show. I love them. I think they're amazing. If I do not set an exceptionally strict budget for myself and have a list of if it's not one of these things, then I'm not getting it. Like, because I'll have a list of things that I commonly use and the price point that I would be paying if I would get it online from my usual suppliers. And so, I don't know, they're tricky business. Like, whereas online I can practice like restraint a little, and like, so just moderation. I am incapable of doing that when I'm in person. So typically when we go to gem shows, I'm either buying bulk lots from vendors or I'm just getting something for personal gifts, to where it's like, ooh, this one, I love this one. But otherwise, I get a little too carried away. Get Sarah Fritz says, I shot by, oh, pretty. Same is how I used to go into them. But it's like I get to the 3rd booth and I'm out of money because I've never met a rock I didn't like. Jco Fortco says, amen, and I've learned to only carry cash with a strict budget, a bank or credit card on hand, and I'm hosed. No! Yeah, Tasher says, restraint and craft supplies are not 2 words that belong in the same sentence. I know, but it's like, man, because we've got some, who here, like, raise your hand, has watched our most recent Vonster vlog this week on the homestead, because we have some pretty big, news and stuff and things going on over there. And we are looking at some property on our way back from Tennessee. And or from our way back from DragonCon. We'll be driving through Tennessee, and so we're going to be stopping by some property, and we show that in the This Week on the Homestead. And I am like insane out of my mind, like impatiently patient is what I'm trying to practice. Like, I need to be patient, I can be eagerly so, but it is a fire that just consumes me. And I am like, right on. Penny says I freaking live for that video every week. Well, hopefully after Dragon we'll have 2 a week for you. But I don't know. We might have some really big things on the horizon. We might. So much depends on how DragonCon goes, and just I don't even know, man. But it might be we might be opening up the next chapter of our adventure, and we'll have to kind of see. Because last time we found land and we got kind of excited about it. Because Randy's still like, this is a hard no, and I'm like, yes, it's a hard no, but also maybe it might be perfect. We should go see it. And he's like, yeah, we'll go see it. Skydriver says, I should watch the Homestead vids. Yes. I mean, I understand that it's not everybody's cup of tea. Watching me just bumble about and dig in the dirt and chase puppies and have arguments with chickens and obsess over hummingbirds and like dig in the dirt some more. But that's mostly when I'm not crafting. That's what I'm doing. So I was like, we should make videos of this and put it on the internet. Penny says it's my cup of tea and my pot of coffee too. Tammy Joe says I bring cash when it's out. That's it. Yeah. That's hard though. It's rushing to get home so I can watch Mon's live. Hey Lisa, I'm glad you made it home safe. Ooh, Witchenome says we've purchased and were bartered with vendors at every event. Just curious if you guys did the barter system at events though. Okay. More often than not, we don't barter. We've done some trades with other vendors, but for the most part, we don't barter because especially with customers, because we had somebody try to trade us like a bag of seeds for like a necklace one time, and not to be this way, but like they were bean seeds, which is like these are not even like they were just like regular old Kentucky blue like pole beans. I can't remember if Kentucky blue is a bush or a pole, but anyways. I was like, I'm not going to trade you this $50 necklace for $2 worth of bean seeds. Like, I'm not doing this. This is ridiculous. And then somehow I ended up trading them something for $2 worth of bean seeds. But my biggest thing whenever people come through the booth and try to barter is that it's like, I'm sorry, the bank doesn't barter, and so I can't either. But we have traded some artwork for jewelry with like vendors that we're friends with and stuff. But it's entirely up to the person and what they're trying to trade, and it's just it gets kind of messy because it's like I made something, then I have it for sale in my booth, and I have a very sound idea of what that's worth, and then the person coming through may not have an idea of the value that's in that piece with the work and the material cost and etc etc. Wait, isn't there a story about that? Something about a really tall beanstalk? Weren't even freaking magic beans. Kentucky blue. I grew them. They were good. Like, they tasted okay. But still. They need to be a reasonable exchange. Like, we traded a wand for the 3 antlers that I make into art now. Right on. Yeah, and it's a lot of it is just down to you and how you're feeling and what you've got going on. You have to pay bills and gas, I understand. Yeah. And so it's for the most part because, like, I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm easy to take advantage of, but I'm very agreeable. Which is why every time I've traded jewelry for a bag of seeds or something, it's when Randy wasn't in the booth. And then he comes back and he's like, why would you do this? And I'm like, I don't know. I thought it'd be cool. And Randy's like, we have bills to pay. And I'm like, oh yeah. Hey, Mary Hart. Bye, Mary Hart. Penny Van says, I like the idea of the high and low levels on the one property. You can be sure to clear all flammable trees, vegetation all around the house to avoid fire too. Yeah, Tennessee gets like, on average, more than 50 inches of rain a year. I don't think wildfires are too much of a problem until they are. But no, that's a really good idea. And I've been watching a lot of permaculture videos about doing different xeriscaping techniques, and I think we're gonna have a much better time with sloped property than with um, flat property. Mostly because it costs about a fourth as much. Because one of my friends had sent me a really cool property that looked like nice, but it was like 3,000 to 4,000 per acre, and I was like, man, that's just. I mean, it's not bad, but I wanted to pay like 1,000, and so. Brooke says Tennessee had some bad fires a few years back. They did. I remember we'd taken our niece to a show in Chattanooga, and we were just all of that whole valley we were in was choked from the smoke of, I think, was it Pigeon Forge that was on fire or something? I don't know, it was rough. I think this was back in like 2016. But hey, Tammy. She says we have a boat repair business and we trade with our chiropractor and our dentist and lawn care people and a few others. It's great. Right on. Chattanooga. It's a place in Tennessee. They actually showed Chattanooga, or what they said was Chattanooga in like Iron Man 3, and they did a great disservice to that city because it is like one of the most beautiful and modern cities in Tennessee. Like, and they treated it like it was a back town, like backwater town, like Podunk. And I was like, that's not. It's not the Chattanooga I know. Best adult dating site? What? Am I even logged in as me? Randy? Yeah, I can't moderate my... Oh, I figured out how to... Bye-bye. Nude HD. Elijah says, well, it is Tennessee. Hey, official, how's it going? Right, bro? Yeah, Chattanooga is super cool. And this is going to sound unpopular opinion, but nowadays, so many cities, unless you go into their, like, Yes, I'm sorry. I'm, like, freaking out. Like, my brain's doing, like, 300 different things at once, and all I'm doing is butchering this wire wrap piece. Nowadays, it really seems like, unless you go to the historic downtown areas of some cities, they all look exactly the same. They all have the same, like, 12 subways and a McDonald's and, like, Walmarts that there's nobody manning the registers. And so it's, I don't know, I got kind of, eh. Hey, Leslie. And there is our other. So I'm trying to be a little less jaded about traveling, but it's like, at least from doing conventions, it just feels like we're in the same Hyatt Regency, different town. Ooh, right on, Valerie. We are being very picky and just looking at Tennessee because all of our family's there. Ooh, having a stretch. I'm gonna drink some Wawa. Okay, so we finished the copper ones. Now I am going to do the vintage bronze. Crap. I don't know. Okay, it's on the rack. Bye, Sky. Oh, Jimmy Christmas, what'd I do? It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me go put all this crap back. Just so I can go back and grab it again. Like, what am I wrapping after this? I don't know. Yeah, super durable. Yes. Which that'll be good because I don't need any wire for that. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I missing? Hey, Kathy. No, go please. I don't mind repeating myself. I'll repeat myself all day. Always, always, always ask questions if y'all have it. I'm just really bad. I'm really bad about keeping up with comments today. The moons. The wire is 18 gauge, and then I am cutting off about 12. Let's give ourselves 14 inches, and I'm doing 2 lengths of that. How long is the wire using on the moon wraps? Yeah, rough about 12 inches. And we do have a tutorial for this as well that's broken down and like not grainy and stuff. It's the on the fly moon. So we've got 5, so I'm going to need to do 10 lengths of wire. Here I'm using the vintage bronze, toned, copper core, enamel, this stuff, bare wire. Boop. Dun, 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 dun. She said my name, I'm so excited. Right on, Kathy. The witch has said her dream is to be buried in the hills of Tennessee and become tomatoes fertilizer. Right on. Not gonna lie, that's what we did with our Sam dog. Randy and I both ate a Sam tomato the other day. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, were they not? Well, then I guess it was just me that had a Sam tomato this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 2 more. Tomatoes prefer compost of their own kind. Does that mean which is a tomato? Well, I'm a potato, so maybe. Oh, tomato for... Okay. I understand now. Which, no. I am a slow pony today. Okay, there we go. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? So we got 10 lengths made, and just to keep things moving along, hopefully, oops, efficiently. Ooh, simple tote bags, right on. And so just coming in, doing that twist, and then I am going to go like that. 2. Yeah, I can always add another in a minute. Let me raise this tripod up a little bit. I'm working off to the side all weird. Because I'm trying to not hit the tripod. There we go. Ooh, right on. Thank you, Hawk. Let me get this step done first. Ah, welcome to the channel membership, Grey Cat Manor Designs. Started to play with some fabric patchwork. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. What? No! ML Windorf has been here for 40 minutes and just now got the email about the live stream. Goodness. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I sent it out like 5 to 10 minutes early today. And I was like, I hope people don't get it and have to be waiting around for me to show up. Working today on titanium washed crystals and yellow sapphires. Ooh, that sounds really nice. I'm going to do a third one on this one. But I tell y'all, I love this design. It is so quick. And the groovy cabs. There's nothing else that I'm gonna be doing the second coat hawk after I get this one first step done on these wires, so they're not just floating around in the way. Wow, right on. All the leaves are amethyst. That is so cool. Stephanie says, I got the email before the start of the stream. How weird that the timing was so varied, right? I don't know, man. Judith says, has anyone been to the Tucson Gem Show? Most footage I've seen, it was big crystals. I'd love to go to the Tucson one. Hey, Gray. We are, I'm electroforming these, which whenever, I guess here in a minute, we can go check on it. Hey, baby, what's up?
Well, I just come in to put a different song in people's heads.
What song?
That's not my name.
That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. Why does he do this? We're electroforming these. So I took some little, what are these, 8mm cabochons in rose quartz, opalite, lapis lazuli, tiger's eye, and amethyst. And I've wrapped some copper tape on it, on the edges, and then glued it to the unk. And now I'm putting some clear nail polish over all of these, the knotwork that the camera does not want to pick up on. Come on, camera, you can do it. Well, there's just little Celtic knotwork. Oh, there's the time is up. Hawk, you are on it. Scooch all of these bad boys off to the side. Ooh, Kathy says, after DragonCon, of course, can I commission you to memorial bead with my mother's ashes? Ooh, maybe. I don't know what you're saying at me, Randy. You're beautiful. I love looking at you. Is it my fountain? What about my fountain? What's going on? What's happening? Oh, all the eyes. What about them? Yeah? What about them? Babe, I don't know what you're saying. Sign language me anything.
Are they done? Can I take them?
Oh, I don't know. Sure. I don't know. Were they sticky when you touched them? We are like so close to getting a divorce, I think. Randy, we're all watching you. Randy. Nothing like having a rogue Sasquatch just mad at you in your front yard. Penny says, wait for the actual marriage before getting divorced. I can't wait to take half of his shit. Do what? Oh, you're not talking to me? Hey, Millie, will you tell your father that I love him? That he's the best Randy ever?
Come on, Millie.
Millie, you're supposed to say, hey, Millie.
Grandma, come this way.
Grandma. Okay.
We're not talking to her.
We're not talking to her. Oh, jeez. Okay. So let me sit back in. Yeah, he can hear me. I know. I'm actively antagonizing him, I think, at this point. Okay, I did the top. And then I did the side. And then I did the bottom. And then I did the other side. And that one's done. And that one's done. Do what, love?
Some of these came out great. Some of these not so much.
Well, hey, can you bring me the ones that not so much? Like, did it bleed around to the front?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh. Oh, are you just talking about the back textures? Did I get a bug stuck in it? Yeah, that's perfect. That's fine. That'll file down.
Okay.
Down on my name. Down on my name. Do 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 do.
Come on, girl.
Do 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 do.
I know. But we're not supposed to talk to her. Come on.
What? Why can't you talk to me?
Come on.
I forget which ones I painted already, so I'm just gonna go over all of them. Randy and I have been watching Sandman. Ooh, that's the latex one. I'm not gonna do nail polish on that. But we have not watched She-Hulk yet. Did they do the thing where they dropped all the episodes and you can binge it, or are you having to watch it like one a week? So honestly, don't know which I prefer, because like with Mandalorian, I had a lot of fun like chomping at the bit waiting for the next episode. Do it, babe?
Probably one a week.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we're talking again.
We're not talking. Come on.
Come back. No, I can't live like this. Wendy. You want to see my ankles?
Ooh.
Ooh. I'll lure him back over here. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the Sandman show. No spoilers for anybody. Uh-oh. We got more Nike, folks. How do I... Boop. Do 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 do. Ankle scandalous, right? That's the second troll we've had today. Must be doing something right. It's like they heard. So yeah, just doing another couple of coats. And this isn't like a gel polish or anything like fancy. I hope that this works too, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done this with the nail polish before, so I'm not entirely certain to the effectiveness. Right? But yeah, so the goal is when this is all said and done, the copper will be built up substantially around the gemstone and be joined to the cross, and will be like a nice copper edging with the Celtic knotwork still showing through in silver. No, this isn't members only. That's the after party. We never have to worry about trolls in the after party for the most part. And if they're in there, they're ones that we've invited. So, oops. Oh, little baby Millie. No, I'm hoping that I'm putting on the nail polish as a repel to try to, because here you can see what we did with the liquid latex. I'm hoping that will repel the copper from developing right there. I'm going to put a small cottage on your land and be security for the ranch. I'll drive the perimeter in a golf cart. Sounds solid. We just got to get the land. Oop, bumped the tripod. Which I'm like so nervous. I'm trying to do as much research as I can here on the front end. That way I know what questions to ask when we go to the property. And it's just, I'm so nervous. Debbie says, remember, if you get half of his stuff, he gets half of yours. He didn't want any of my shit. I'm gonna bring her into the chair beside me. Come on, little grandma Millie. Come on, baby. Let's get our craft on. How about that? Oh, up into your chair. That's a big girl. Yeah. Oh, she my buddy. There's our little Millie dog. Sitting in Maddie's chair. We've got an extra chair cover. That way she can mess this one up all she wants. Grace says, you getting ready to move? No. Honestly, like, we don't have any money. Like, I don't know what I'm thinking, shopping for property and going and looking at stuff. But we found something that looked just about perfect. And we haven't talked to any banks or anything, but we're hoping that if we can, I don't know, all we can do is try. We're hoping that maybe we can move soon, like in 3 years. So we'll see. When Millie does the pibble sit, you can see her bat logo. Yeah. She's such a good little booger butt. Yes, you are, little Millie. Yes, you are. Oh, I love you. I love you, little girl. You're so cute. Can you kiss? Oh, well, yeah. Okay, back to work. And she lets me trim her little toes. And she lets me boop her little nose. Do, 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 do. Dream big always. Yeah, we can't help it. But, so, okay, let's say we go to DragonCon and we make, like, $1 bajillion or something. I'm gonna have to make more inventory to be able to, make $1 bajillion. But let's say that everything goes perfect and we're able to buy this land in, like, January. Don't think that's possible, but, let's just say, hypothetically, it would still probably be about 3 years before Randy and I moved our base of operations there, because we want to get to know the land. We want to hike around all on it and explore it and, like, cut some trails. Whoops. It is not in any sort of floodplain. We're very high up, but that does not mean that we don't get seasonal washout there. So that's why we're very interested in spending truly the first year just kind of clearing some paths, getting to know the property, seeing where, like, we want to go see it seasonally. So quite possibly 4 to 8 times a year for the next 3 years we'd be going to Tennessee specifically to visit this property and try to get things figured out. All of this is going to be documented on the Monster Vlog. Whether it's this property next year or some other property years hence, whatever we end up going with, we will be, some things are certain, and vlogging is one of them. Brandy says, are those plastic bead trays really helpful? I think so, because I can remove it from my work surface. There are some that I saw that same concept, but it's just like routed into a piece of wood, which ProPool, I would be really interested in commissioning some of those from you, #AfterDragon, because the plastic ones are pretty flimsy, but I was doing some bead strung necklaces and I just haven't put them away, but it's, She is. Fort says that Millie is just ridiculously adorable. She is such a sweetie, you guys. Like, I can't even. And she snores. Right on, Pro. Okay. So yeah, these come together pretty quick. We sell these for 20 to 25 out of the booth, but we do them up as a full necklace. And that's most of it. None of our necklaces we sell for less than 20, so. There's that one. Boom, one down. Chugging along. It says, remember, housing is ready to take another big hit, so wait until the bottom falls off before looking, because you'll have better bang for the bucks then. Yeah, we're looking for undeveloped land, like, specifically. So it's rough, I'm not going to say that it's not affected by the housing market, but this is the best priced property we've seen. Like, it's close to 1,000 an acre. And that would just be amazing. Were Sam and Ember babies? Sam and Z were brothers, and I've known them since they were born. Like, their mom was our dog. And then Ember we met when she was almost a year old. I think she was our neighbor's cat, and she had gone into heat, and they kicked her out of the house because she was, like, spraying. And so I adopted her. So... I've never been one to try to time any sort of market. Like, we started our business literally during the 2008, like, bank bailout, like, everything. Like, anybody with any sense would have been like, hey, maybe you guys, shouldn't take the risk of starting a business right now. But we gotta do what we gotta do, and this is what we're doing, so here we go. You never know if it's gonna work till you dive in. What chain do you use for those moons? Oh, don't you dare apologize, Tadashi. I am going to be using, this is from the Ring Lord. It's the silver-plated in platinum-toned iron in 22 gauge. Like, that's like the item number and everything. But if you just search platinum chain or go to, like, the Ring Lord and click on jewelry supplies and then chain in their menu, their 22 gauge is this thin stuff that I really like. And then they also have a 20 gauge, which is this stuff here. You can see a little bit thicker, a little bit more substantial. And then this is their 19 gauge in an antique brass tone, and that's what I use for extender chain. But I like the enameled iron. It holds up really well. It is nickel free and holds up well to acidic skin. And it's what we've been using for years and years. And our customers keep buying from us, so I presume it's working out. Hey, Dancing Tree, how's it going? Oh, she says, where are they in the house? Ember is up in the living room, and Z is on his cushion. And Sam is buried in the backyard. Kind of next to Callie. So we're still on the premise. Breathing in vertical, that's a start. Yeah, anytime. Oopsie. There we go. Oh, it's okay, baby. I was just dropping stuff. Oh, your little toe beans are filthy. Sorry, I'm just petting a puppy. We gotta take a puppy break, you guys. Just her little poochy chin and lip. And her filthy little beans. Her little beans. And her big old ears. Look at that big old ear. There's another one. Right? Look at that filthy bean. Look at them filthy beans. I don't know how she gets any sleep. She's such a good little girl. And she was much, like, her spots are really starting to come through. She's much more just solid, like a little drop of milk that turned into a puppy. I don't know if you can hear her. It's like I can't get pretty much anything done for any like consistent amount of time. Like I get distracted so easily. But I mean a worthy distraction for sure. Prefer with every cab, definitely. I have no idea, Kit. Like I'm low key worried that she might be part like Great Dane or something, because like there's mannerisms and parts of her, like her knees especially, that remind me very much of Harley, the Great Dane that we had here for a while. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to have a horse dog. Kelly says 90 to 100 pounds. That sounds right. Okay. Great. Pro says nothing wrong with Great Danes. No, there is nothing wrong with Great Danes. They are just a horse dog, force of nature, who poop the size of like just giant poops. Like man-sized craps all over my yard. Right on, Kelly. 4 cups of food a day. And Penny says, oh my god, Harley was amazing. Love that dog. She was a force of nature. Till you get their food bill every month, right? Okay, so there's another moon. There's 2 done. Let's see. Pro says my Great Dane is 149 pounds. Each poo is huge. Yeah. Okay, so just coming through. Pulling on that. She was a sweet dog. Such a sweet dog. We're stuck in sight. They are huge. They are. And it's just, we're going to have to re-Great Dane the house, basically, is all it's coming down to, if Millie ends up getting that big. But we'll love her if she's big. We'll love her if she's small. Oh? What? Sorry. Oh, hey, Mary Jones. Yeah, Witchenum says the witch says it looks more like a Weinheimer pit bull mix. Yeah, I can see that. She's definitely got the pity face down, but we'll see how she grows. Oh, little baby girl, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Oh my gosh. She woke up, and she'll wake up with like her face stuck, like how she was sleeping. Yeah. Oh, you're so good. Okay, I gotta focus. I can get about through a pendant and actually a half a pendant before I get distracted by the dog again. Yes, Millie, I'm blaming you. I'm sorry. She's like, this is not my fault. I was sleeping. Oh, Penny. Okay. You come in. Give that a snip. Give that a snip. Penny says just do the K9 DNA test. I think we may. Like, we'll see. I don't know. Like, we're trying to not spend money on anything right now. Like, but then we keep coming up with more expenses for prepping for Dragon. And then the UV resin. So it's... Sweet little puppy. Hey. Yeah. Like, she'll lay her head on my leg. It's the cutest thing. Because, like, she's, like, okay, so we both have separation anxiety, so she is, like, right here next to me. Yeah. Good morning. Did you have a good nap? Yeah, you a ham and cheese sandwich? Hmm? She saw herself on camera and then turned and looked. Didn't even make it through another half a pendant before I got distracted this time. But yes, there was a question about a memorial bead. Send me an email for After Dragon. And we'll see if we can do anything for you. Right? And she's gotten so much better about not biting my hand, so I can actually like pick her eye boogers and love on her and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Okay. As life is better with a critter next to you, just keeping you company. Ooh, Katrina says, pro tip, if you need a safe spot from a counter height dog, we can get a Vittles vault sold at pet stores. We feed raw, used to defrost chicken, and the Pyrenees can't get into it if they get it down. Gotcha. Okay. That's a really good idea. We're honestly probably just going to live with a baby gate in the kitchen for the rest of ever. Yeah. Well, she tries. We try really hard to give her a broad variety of toys to keep her interested. And she always lets us know when we're neglecting her, because she'll like grab like a shoe and bring it to us and be like, I could be chewing on this right now, but I'm not. Play with me. And so we'll take her out and play with her. There we go. Oh my gosh, kid. Oof, bro. Harley used to eat entire sticks of butter, wax paper and all, off the counter, and we would be so worried because we're like, this can't be good for you. Like, and then we'd find the wax paper out in the yard. Oh my god. He'd run around with a knife. No, Savannah. It's like a cross between a buzzer and a no. Has to be sure and fart loud, and then just the noise later is a deterrent. Yep. We do the Caesar Milan. Like, I'm not gonna make the noise because she's sleeping peacefully, and we try to use it very discernibly, but we use that like sharp noise, like kind of through our teeth, and that works really well for her and Z and yeah. Oh, what you doing, you bugger? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's your big floppy ears. Whoa! And she's getting all these whiskers, and a little poochy belly. Oh, okay. Hey, Dawson, how's it going? So just chugging right along. I'm really, really glad. Like, I had made a list of the designs that I was like, these are things that I'd like to get made. That I know we have all the stuff for it on hand. I can make anywhere from 1 to 10 of them a day. Let's make these designs. And so then I made that list, and then I was like, let's tackle one of these a day. And we timed it out, and it gave us perfect, like, lined up perfectly for, we had something to keep me busy, because Randy's still working on scale strips. He's about 3 or 4 days ahead of schedule, which I'm so proud of him. He's been working so hard and doing so good. But I've got a design a day for the next, till the 30th, basically. And then even then from there, we'll probably still be making probably ear cuffs. Those are very, very quick, and I can kind of, in between loading the car and stuff, I can pack them and get a bunch of them made. And we don't tag our ear cuffs. It's because they're insanely small, some of them are. Ah, right on, Kathy. Which one are y'all going to? And there's the rest of our moons, you guys. We got those taken care of. So now we can add chains to these. And these will probably just be a $20 design, because I'm just going to attach the chains directly to them. I can see it now in the car ahead at DragonCon making stuffs the whole way there. Oh yeah, that is actually how we like it. That's why Randy does all the driving, is I can craft until I'm car sick, and then sleep that off, and then wake up, craft until I'm car sick again, sleep that off. Okay, all these guys are gonna need their chains added. You know, I'm just not certain, should I start another project or just go ahead and get these? Hey Randy, do you think I should just go ahead and put the chains on these so that they're like done binned? The moons, the marquees, and the eyes with drops.
I thought the marquees were just pendants.
No, those are necklaces.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay. There's another eye that needs cleaned up. This one was one of the ones that had some of the UV resin bleed around to the front. What's up? Oh my god, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you being super sweet? She like, oh, that's a big yawn. What you doing, Millie? What you doing, sleepy baby? Go back to sleep, little love. I'll stay sitting here so you don't have to get up. She's so sleepy, she just rests her face. Go back to bed, honey. Go back to bed. Go to sleep, little Millie. Go to sleep, little Millie. You and me and Daddy makes three. Don't need no other Millie. Go to sleep, little Millie. Go to sleep, little Millie. Everybody's gone in the cotton and the corn. Didn't leave nobody but the Millie. She goes cross-eyed when she's so tired. Okay, wait, what's going on? She is mega growing, Dashin, like cray cray. Okay, I need to lay this one face side up to let it cure just a little bit more, I think. But I'm just gutting out where it overflowed onto the glass off the front. You good? Oh, it's a big stretch. was gonna win, your daddy's gonna stay dead. Yeah, well, thanks, Lydia. We put the, we used like an E6000 to join the, like I wrapped copper tape around an 8mm cab and then used the E6000 to join it. And then we're going to be electroforming it, which I can actually take you guys on into the back. There she goes. Bye-bye, Millie. We'll be back. We'll be back, little baby. Okay, so there's our little doggy clubhouse. Okay. And then we've got that baby gate, and then we've got this baby gate. Thank you, honey. And so coming back here into our busted ass Glowforge. I hate that thing. Bah. Okay. Now I'm not entirely certain how I'm going to do this one-handed. So let's switch that off. Then we'll lift this out. Okay, I've got to set the phone down for just a... I can do this. I'll need to wash it before... Okay. Oh, not even in frame. So here you can kind of see this was not covered in any sort of repel. So I'm going to need to put this back in. I'm actually going to go wash it and make sure that I've removed all the glue, because you can see around there, around the edge maybe, that it's not growing copper the way it should be. Whereas here on the top side, it's making good connection. Do what, babe? Oh, Millie's having a fit. Okay, let me set this down. Okay, we'll put it back in for at least another hour, because I think I'm going to have to do these for possibly 12 hours. Okay, I've got acid on me. I need to go wash my hands. Oh, Millie, I'll be right there, baby. Mama's a mess. Okay. Eee, those naked mannequins. Hey, Randy, can you hold the phone? I have acid all over my hands. I'm just going to set it right there.
There you go.
It's okay. It's just a little acid. Okay.
A little acid?
Just a little acid. I'm coming, Millie. It's okay, baby. I was only gone for a little bit. Okay. Fortunately, it's not a strong enough acid bath that, like, it didn't really bother me, but I do like to get it off because otherwise it starts to hurt. But, yeah, we'll check in again in another hour or so. Did I ever turn that back on? Ooh, let me scratch. Ouch. Scratch, 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 scratch. Okay. You didn't. Okay, I'll be right back. Thank you, Misty. I'll be right back. We're back. Hey, Millie Billy. So, something that I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to try to shake up. This is a copper electroforming paint. Okay, I got it switched back on. So I'm just getting this shook up. But yeah, it's copper conductive paint. Okay, boomer. merchandise so you can work when you're on the road. I've never figured out how to drive to an event and still work on merchandise. Drives me nuts. Well, it's probably for the best to not be one of the folks who's like, you know, when we're driving, we should be driving. So, okay. So I'm going to come through and I'm going to use this copper conductive paint to build up a little bit more around the bezel just to make sure that the glue didn't leave a little bit of a barrier or something. So kind of to just blend and muddy that line between what we covered with the nail polish as a repel. So and then we're going to let that dry so it can build up. But yeah, with electroforming, the bulk of the work is on the front end, trying to get things ready to go into the bath. And then it's just a matter of setting it to go. And like the opalite that I have in there right now doesn't have any latex or anything over the stone, but I will need to do that on these other ones. Because I'm not entirely certain how the pyrite flecks in this lapis are going to react to having electricity go through them, and like I don't want copper building up on the surface of the stone. Hey Randy, could you take Millie out?
Come on, Grandma.
Figured it's been over an hour, so.
You ready? Come on.
Yes, the copper will stick to this paint. Because this is paint that is literal copper suspended in a medium.
No, come on.
I've also used graphite lubricant or a graphite paint to, but I prefer the copper. The graphite can be like finicky. It's not always quite so conductive as what I would like. But I'm going to do a really generous layer of it too. Hey, Karen. Well, thanks for popping in and saying hey. So I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm taking a little bit of a risk on these onks because I don't know for certain that it is going to set up well. in the electroform bath. So, yeah, it's super important to let them dry, which you know. Impatient patience is a skill in and of itself. Ooh, Hawk says, I'm gonna go make some dinner and enjoy my evening. Bye, Hawk. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. $12 dogs. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry and then apply a second coat. This is awesome weather. Okay, so now I'm going to clip some chains for the bezel that I used for the stone is just this copper foil tape that you would use for stained glass. And the it's perfectly conductive, so the electroform solution, like in the bath, it will build up on there. Okay, so these guys, it's 3.5 inches. I'm gonna zoom out just a bit. There we go. Ooh-wee. 2 weeks since last shopping run, right on. Right, Misty? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this much. What is that? Yeah, about 7 inches for the chain. So I'm actually going to pop this around and do some FaceTime with you guys. Do y'all have any questions or anything that you want to chat about while I cut a ton of chain? So what I'm doing with the chain is I'm actually going to just sit it onto the floor, and that way I can pull it up and have quite a bit to work with. And I'm going to get, there it is, on the 7 again. And I have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eyes to set. So, what? Hey, Lisa. So yeah, I just grab on the link that I want to be cutting, and then I hang both the chains through the force of gravity, and then snip it, and then I can see where the next one lines up because I've got it pinched with my fingers. So there's one necklace, 8 more to go, so 16. There's 2. Go to sleep, little baby. Mama's not alone with the red shoes on. Don't need nobody but the baby. There's 3. Yeah. Woof. Neat. I remember from past stream that. Thank you. And do you think chainmail would be able to electropate, not the Dragonite? Not aluminum. It doesn't bind to aluminum well, but you can use copper. Well, that's good. That's one last thing.
We both had the mosquitoes.
Oh yeah. They are out though.
Yeah.
There's 4. Hey Zion, how's it going? Whoop. And then we're gonna get a little bit more chain. You'll be surprised how much of this stuff you use up. So we're at 4. So there's, and 5. And you don't want it twisted. Yep, there we are. 6. 4 more. And then we can, we'll go ahead and get one project done and then start snipping for another. So there's and 7 and 8. There we are. Okay. So how many of these do we have? Well, I'm going to have to do different colors of chains for these anyhow. So I am going to wait to do that until a little closer up on it. 15 minutes till your meal time. I'm just not going to be eating between streams. I don't know what we're going to have for dinner. Probably like lunch meat sandwiches or something later. But yeah, I used to get like super Oh, I'm sorry, I missed I was like, hey, ask me questions, and ignored the chat for a minute. Aw, thank you, Lisa. We're doing really good, Zion. Penny says, have those people come around look at your property looking at Millie? No. We had our final conversation with them about her vet bill and her requirements for recovering from parvo. Where's my Ember at? Is Ember on your side or my side, babe?
My side.
Oh, okay. Ooh, Laura says, what's the best way to distribute the weight of a large pendant on a chain? I think with having a very large bail, like, here I can actually show you, on this piece that I'm wearing, actually. So this one is a honker chonker, like it is huge. And what I'd really like to do is to put a weight here as a counterbalance, which let me go grab one because I've got something in particular. Yeah, baby, yeah. What you doing? Oh, I love you. Okay, so here I have a really beautiful moss agate. It's a little large, but it's not nearly as big as this thing. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm just opening the loop on this little, like, I think this used to be like a pendulum or something. Like, it doesn't have a back. It's meant to kind of just roll around and do its thing. So now we've got this nice little weight at the back of our necklace, and you can see we have quite a large bail on our large pendant here. Millie, what are you doing? And this way, hopefully you can see, I don't know if you can see. Well, it's down the back of my shirt either way, but you've just got this nice little counterweight that keeps it from pulling down on the back of your neck as hard. It also helps keep everything a little bit more centered up. So now granted, you wouldn't want to wear something like this like jogging, or because that's going to be like knocking around like crazy, but you wouldn't really wear a piece like this jogging, or you might, I don't know. So notice that you've not been mentioning food much and not seem perma hungry. You don't know how happy that makes my heart. Yeah, dude, I'm down 20 pounds since like June 1st, and I don't really feel like I've been like trying. Like, I've not been trying the way that I've tried and failed in the past to be consistent. It's just been, honest to goodness, eating nothing but just like meat, cheese, and vegetables and fruit and carb balanced tortillas. But I try to stick to just one a day. Like, some days I'll have none and then have 2 the next day, and it's been freaking working, and I don't feel like I've been like if I want to have like something, I'll just have it, just a bit though, and I don't know. I guess I finally got fed up enough with being constantly frustrated by it that this is just this now. So, Penny says I can see it in your face and I can see you're more contented overall. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I am so discontent with but internally, I'm good. But I want to go buy land somewhere. So I'm ready. I am so ready to go on this adventure. Millie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. You want up in your chair? You want to come hang out? We can make some more jewelry? Nah, she wants to go wrestle her Bubba. Okay. Gotcha, Penny. Okay. Okay. So now that we have done these chains, we can now come through and let's see. Now the only thing with this 19 gauge or the 22 gauge is it's quite petite, so it's difficult to get it to join with the regular rings that I use, so I have to use the stainless steel, which is not too big of a problem. Now these are 20 gauge 1/8 inch stainless steel rings. And I think I'm going to need more than that. Right? Well, it's, honest to goodness, I don't think the garden portion of our property will be bigger than it is now. I think having a 1/4 acre size garden is plenty for me. But I would really like to be able to have a campground to be able to host sort of events, or even if it just turns out being like an Airbnb, because that's going to be our next step. Before we buy any property, once we go and see it, and if it looks suitable, we're going to be contacting the local, governing bodies and seeing what kind of zoning and permitting is required to be able to do what we want to do on the property. Because if we can't do that, then we're not getting it. But short-term rental stuff in Tennessee, from what I've been looking at, it's very, very open to it. And quite frankly, I don't see what the difference is between getting an Airbnb that's a house and an Airbnb that is a plot of land that you have to put a tent on. So if they don't want us to have a campground, there's no reason why I can't have 15 Airbnb lots for rent or something of the sort, just short-term rentals. So we're going to be talking to a real estate lawyer and stuff whenever we get to that point as well. We just don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But I also don't want to, not do my due diligence. And I'm trying I actually drew a chart. Y'all want to see the chart that I drew about how frustrated I am with existing? Okay. So this is a list of all the things I want to do in my life before, it's my tasks to get us from here to there. And I'm 20 pounds down out of the 100 I want to lose. But anyways, these are all things that I want to do, before we buy our property, probably. Take horseback riding lessons in Springfield, go to pole dancing classes so I can finally use that. Take yoga classes at least once a month, even though I'm terrified of farting up the place. I want to take lampwork glass classes in Kansas City. I want to take stained glass classes in Tulsa. I want to go to the William Holland lapidary and metalsmithing classes. I want to volunteer at the Gaia retreat up in Kansas City. I want to have 1 to 4 times a year do camp-alongs with y'all, which we talked about that over in the monster vlog a little bit. I want to go back to Cedar Trails where I lived as a kid. I want to volunteer with Habitat for Humanity. I'd like to do more master gardening volunteer activities. I'd like to go to the Baker Creek festivals over in Mansfield, Missouri, because they've got spring and fall planting and harvest festivals and stuff, and they're where we buy our seeds from. I would like to attend and participate in a barefoot builder workshop, which is a cob campground. I'd like to go to campground seminars, which are kind of like a convention for people who want to run RV parks. I'd like to take CPR classes. So I don't know when I'm going to fit all this in, but #AfterDragon. But yeah, so this was us factoring up the grade and slope because I was trying to figure out how steep those slopes on the property would be. And then, then I had to figure out how to read the topographic map whenever it does not give you a key for how far is between the lines. So just a whole bunch of rummaging on the internet. But that's the average slope of one of what looked like the steeper parts of the front property, which I think is totally manageable. I don't know what percent slope it is, but I don't know. Look, we'll figure it out. But this is the chart. This is the chart that I drew that's like, this is me. This little thing, bloop, that's me. And this is where I start. And then I start learning about something with all of my hope and optimism. And then I find out how much I don't know about something. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine. Let's just keep trucking along. And I keep learning. And then it's like I'm trying to figure out how to search floodplains on Google Maps. And then the internet is like, you need to learn how to add mods to Google Earth. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So then I have to start learning about other stuff. And I keep learning. And then, oh yeah, I gotta learn this other thing. And I feel like I'm making really great progress. And so that's what's going on with me here lately. I don't have it in me to not just stubbornly force myself into learning things so that I can learn other things about other stuff, about other things. Pro says quit learning and just do. Dude, I need like $40,000. I want chicken strips, but I don't have any money. So, but yeah. You have inspired me to cut out the sugar in my diet. Oh, right on. If you can do it, I can try. It's hard. I'm a chocolate holic. Okay. I will be right back. Everybody prepare to be very hungry. Ember, you are always on the wrong side of every door. Millie's chasing the cat. Yeah. Okay, I know we were crafting and talking about life dreams and stuff, but here's my chocolate that So this is what I've been eating. These were recommended by our good friends, World of Strange. They were like, get this chocolate, and it's really good, you guys. It's stevia sweetened. So it, like, it's a little bit more expensive, but Randy likes the white chocolate flavors. They've got a cookies and cream. They've got a confetti. They've got, I like the hazelnut and peanut butter, and then they've also got like a sea salt caramel that's really good. But like for the whole bar, it's $370. I mean, that's a sizable bar, but check this. There is, where's the sugar? Total sugars for the whole bar, 2 grams. Well, you can't see because it's zoomed out, but so that's that stuff. But these ones are probably my favorite. The 0 sugar Reese's cups. It feels in my mouth. Now, granted, it's been so long since I've had a real Reese's cup that they probably taste way different, and I'm just not realizing it. But 2 months, almost 3 full months in, and for the sugar alcohol on these ones. Oh, the erythritol, there's 4 grams and then 10 grams for the full bar. So that's that sugar alcohol, I think. But yeah, so there's the 0 sugar Reese's. And I've been keeping an eye on my blood sugar, and I've not been having the spikes and everything. These are one of my favorite flavors, the Dark Pecan Delights of the sugar-free Russell Stover stuff. Oh, Penny, she says that alcohol almost kills me. Notice you get really gassy. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Penny. I have been so farty my whole life. I don't know what it's like to not be gassy. I am literally full of hot air. So and then I really like these sugar-free chocolate candy mixed packs. Like, I like this one better. The caramels are not my favorite. They're too big. can give diarrhea, which is just like a detox. Like, I've always been like, you know, when you're poor, it's called food poisoning. When you're rich, it's called detox. It's like, oh, I'm on a cleanse. It's like, no, you're just crapping a bunch. But anyways, we love a gassy queen, Sisabea. Yeah. So I mean, you know, you don't go ham. Like I'll have like 2 pieces. So like that's like my month's stash. Um, gotcha. So it's like if you ever want a really cheap, like easy cleanse, just eat gas station sushi or something. Actually, don't do that. It's a very bad idea. Those pound bag of M&Ms. We ended up, I had to just like compost them. It was not, there was too much M&Ms and it had gotten hot enough in the house that I know that they say that they don't melt, but it's like, you know how chocolate does that thing that after it like melts and then re-solidifies, it looks really powdery because like the fat solids have separated out. Um, they did that, and I was like, these are 2 years old. And Izzy, who is off to college now, um, was like, you should probably stop eating those. And I was like, what? And she's like, nothing. So I'm gonna miss her while she's off to college. Hey, Mary Hart. Yeah, I'm supposed to not be here. Well, I guess I'm gonna eat a bunch of chocolate for my snack break. Okay, let me get this joined on. Now, I'm fixing to go, and we are going to have our little bit of a break. I want to drink a bunch of water and go put my chickens to bed and stuff. Maybe. Yeah, that'll be in a little bit. Why surprised not getting to pick on the card? Ah, right on. We need to do more costumes. That way we can get more pictures for on the business cards. Oh, right on. But yeah, when folks are like, oh, well, if you eat too much of that, it'll give you the crazy poops. It's like, yeah, well, if I eat too much of the stuff with sugar in it, I'm gonna go blind. So I'd rather be pooping than be blind. So, you guys ever considered maybe the land thing be a co-op with a couple of investors who would live there too? Randy and I have not put too much thought into that because we have never had, and I'm going to flip around because I need to be saying bye to folks anyways. Randy and I have never had anything where we've tried to collaborate with other people go well. And so we value our friends too much to get them overly involved in anything that we're doing, because just about every time it's how was it described to me? I can burn a little hot, and sometimes that scorches the people around me. Randy has been my fire tender for 17 years now. He keeps me from burning myself out, but like just it people need space from me, I think. Like, they think that they're gonna like me, but then they're around me and they're like, Jesus Christ, all you do is work and complain and eat food. And I'm like, yep. And so we were just gonna go at just the two of us, even though that's probably going to hold us back. But we're thinking, if we can't let anybody else down if it's just the two of us. So yeah, so I just know there's a few people out there who can't do it by themselves, but together something amazing would be possible. Yeah, and I want to have that community and that connection, but just knowing myself, I don't want to let other people down. So I just don't even walk that path. So the only ship that sinks is a partnership. Oh no, it can be so hard to collab with friends. Yeah. But we figure, like, we've gotten some really cool like Randy's had some really good ideas that I'm probably going to take credit for, about the crowdfunding like ideas and stuff, that whenever, like, if the land that we're looking at is suitable for what we want to do, um we're, I don't know, like, we think we'll be able to make this happen with y'all, and folks will be able to come and like basically have vouchers for uh getting to stay, like coupons or gift cards or something, or some sort of equivalent, that it's like if you donate on the front end, if you invest, then you very clearly get this many like weekend vouchers that you can come and stay in the cabins, or that you can like participate in the events that we have, or just, we don't know yet because it hasn't, the seed hasn't sprouted, but we're definitely, our hamsters are running on their wheels thinking about it. So fire sign problems, hashtag relatable. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Samaya. Flamethrower. But Misty says I'm a total hermit, so I hear you. Yeah. Currently have 5 different picks with a few duplicates. A couple of them just happen to pull them out to recall them to vendors' names. Always grab other cards at event. Right on, Rich and Gnome. We're in many communities of people who've tried stuff like that, but it never works. Yeah. I'm sure they don't all fail, but yeah, failure rate can be high. Plus, if friends, it could be tough. Yeah. Pro says, I'll sign up for a timeshare. Yeah, but oh god, are we starting a timeshare cult? Do you have any tips for me shopping at my first gem and mineral show? I like to make a little bit of a reference sheet for things that I know that I'm going to be drawn to. Anything labradorite or amethyst or moonstone. I just try to get like, what's a market standard? Like on Fire Mountain Gems, if I were paying their lowest or highest or lowest price, how much would an 8 or 16-inch strand of 8mm grade A labradorite be? And I'll just go through and I kind of keep like a little notebook of that. Though nowadays it'd be just as easy to digitize it and just really familiarize myself. That way I can, if I'm shopping and I see and I'm like, oh my god, this is like, 10 labs that are gorgeous, but it's like $40. And then I go and I look and I'm like, well, this is a hell of a deal. And so that's kind of just knowing what you normally would have been paying for something, but really set yourself a budget and go have fun, because you can always fine tune it and make it more efficient or businessy or something in the future, but like, go have fun, wear comfortable shoes, bring like one of those carts that's a bag that's like you can put stuff in, so you're not having to carry all your stuff around with you the whole time, but keep a close eye on it, because anywhere that there's a gathering of people spending money, there are going to be people thieving, and just, it sucks, but the more prepared we are, the better. So yeah, comfy shoes, stay hydrated, bring something that you can put your stuff in, like even if it's just like a backpack or something, just so that you're not having to hold all of this stuff in your hands, because even if it doesn't get, like, I'm not saying that it's going to get stolen, but that's always my first concern, is I'm going to sit this down somewhere and lose it, or I'm going to be an easy target for somebody who's just going to like walk by and like take my bag. So right on, Gray. How about a craft cult commune? Bring your own tiny house. I like that. Yeah, be respectful to the vendors at the shows. Cult craft along. Oh my god. It's not a cult, just a club. All good, but budget, blah. Thank you. Yeah, well. Tasha says, Ermagerd, too much sushi. I would love to come camping. Will you accept SUV campers? I think, well, first off, it depends entirely on the property. Not a cult, winks. That's just what a cult would say. But yes, like, we're not going to be super picky, and we will keep y'all filled in. And also, we are starting to have plans about doing our first camp along. Just like, no tickets sold. All you would do is just book your campsite the way you normally would, but we're thinking about picking a campground somewhere and camping there in possibly late September. More details coming, of course, hashtag after dragon. But we are really, really interested in actually getting together and hanging out in person with a lot of y'all, with anybody who's able to show up, really. So currently we live in southwestern Missouri, but we are open to campsites in Ohio, Tennessee, possibly Arkansas, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri and Alabama. So kind of right about that area. It's probably Kentucky too, I guess. So, uh, but yeah, so we're gonna do like probably a poll or something where people can vote. But we're hoping to do this like 1 to 6 times a year. We'll see. So we'll be kind of hopping around. It's not like there's only going to be the one ever, hopefully. Last time we started to plan something like this, COVID hit. And so we were like, I guess we're going to have to refund everybody. But it's going to be much, much smaller scale than the originally planned Camp Craft Along. And it's just a camp along. So, of course, I'm going to be having some of my camping or like my crafting stuff with me. But it's predominantly, we're just going to hang out, have like a potluck on Saturday, and then like set stuff on fire. Ember wanted through the door, and Randy just let her through, so now she's there. But it is well into what's supposed to be my break, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and we are going to see y'all in the after party starting at 7:30. So keep an eye on your emails. What you doing, Millie? I wonder if she'll pop back up again. Nah. Keep an eye on your emails. We will also be posting it to the members, to the channel member, like, stuff over here on YouTube on the community page, and on Patreon and on the members only stream, like the members only streams page on our website. So hopefully y'all will find us. We will see you at 7:30 Central Time, so in like 18 minutes. Bye guys. Happy crafting. Millie, what are you doing? You can see her little tail sometimes. Oh, what is she doing? Okay, bye guys. Millie!